the floor, and she know that she the hottest chick in the club, and she know how to flirt everywhere that she go. She moving and throwing and bouncing in there, in the air, and there she go, and she go.
Yo, you already know the king right here with Chris Casino, the next king of Flatbush.
You know what it is, man. Chris Casino, man, international pop artist. I've been around the world. We at Kingsloop. Turn up.
We made a queen, Kingsloop. Holla at us.
Hashtag so loopy, man. Chris Casino, we about to go do this interview, man. Check this out, man. Yo, what up, y'all? You know it's me, the king of Kingsloop.
Made the queen.
And we here with the boy, the king of Flatbush, Chris Casino.
Yeah. What up? What's good?
And his man, Bizzy, you know.
Kingsloop Magazine. Holla at us.
Holla at us, man. We about to do this. We about to do this interview. But let's go. So, Chris, you know, Kingsloop and his followers like to know who you are and what do you do.
My name is Chris Casino. I'm slash artist, slash businessman, slash record company owner.
Okay. What up, Brad?
Shout out, you already know, man. Brad Bizzy.
It's the businessman over here,
Businessman, filmmaker.
It's like my Tata, you know. It's Tata. Wherever we
music
go,
producer. You already know.
he makes sure the M's come in. You know what I mean?
Okay. So,
our followers would like to know, and Kingsloop Magazine would like to know, what type of music do you like to listen to?
Well, I listen to everything. I'm a well-rounded artist. You know, right now, what I'm doing, what Chris Casino is doing, we're doing world music, and we're just trying to make good records so everybody can get into them, you know?
Okay. So what type of genre of music do you listen to, and what type of genre of music do you make?
Well, I don't have a certain type of music that I make. I make my music according to how I'm feeling at the time, you know?
Okay.
And what my life is, you know, I came from hip hop, you know that, regular street rapping,
Flatbush.
ciphers, Flatbush, you know, all of that. And, you know, I just, from the time that I was doing that, my music has grown, you know? I didn't want to be stuck in one place. You got some artists that they sound the same way they did 10 years ago, and that's why they career and go to where it's supposed to be at, although they may be a good artist.
Okay, I actually remember when we used to do our thing in the crib and all that. And
right.
Now to see you as a pop artist, it definitely showed me that you're versatile now.
Absolutely, I'm just, you know, like I told you, the music grows. Like, it's just like Jay-Z. People hear him talking about Basquiat paintings and all that because that's what his life is right now. He's not on the corner no more. So once you get that certain criteria in your life, can't still say you're in the corner. Can't still say you're shooting people and doing that. You're not even in that life. You made all this money, so you can't do it. And I relate to the people that just came from the street that's still doing it. You can kind of believe their story, so to speak. But once you get to a certain plateau in the business, you're not in the corner no more. So you have to talk about what you're doing right now, present. You know.
Okay.
So, in the possible future, which artists do you see yourself working with in the future?
I mean, I want to work with, you know, artists that are moving, and you know, if you're good and you could be an artist. Nah, I don't have one main artist I want to work with. I just want to work with whoever's making good music at the time. You know what I mean?
Okay. So, Brad, what type of genre of music do you listen to besides Chris?
I listen to, you know, all types of music. Rock, pop, hip hop, you know. We all come from hip hop, but you know, it's about diversity and I listen to everything.
Okay.
How do you feel about rap today?
I mean, some of it is good, some of it is straight trash. You know, that's just keeping it real. You know, there's a few new artists that, you know, that's out there that, you know, you like, but you know, for the most part, I think everybody is just kind of like following.
They just follow whatever's just out there.
Right.
Anything that they see, everybody's going.
What you think about Chris? What you think?
You know, I think that we gotta. I think it's time for artists to start having their own identities. A lot of artists, everything right now sounds the same. Everything, over again. No, the only person that's doing something different is the Drakes and the Kendrick Lamars and what's the guy named? What's this kid? J. Cole.
J. Cole is definitely.
So, like ASAP Rock, I like them. You know, I'm listening to those dudes more say than a bunch of trap rappers. I'm not really. It's not that I don't like it. I don't respect where it come from. But then it just gets redundant to me, you know what I'm saying? Just keep hearing the same thing. I'm not really I'm not motivated by it. You know what I'm saying? At all.
I like that. So, what do you want to accomplish through your music?
I just want people, my music is, let's have a good time. Let's escape what the normalcy is. Because the normalcy in the hood, I did this, that's that, I'm doing my shorty. Let's get away from that. Because I've been around the world, you know what I'm saying? I've been traveling, you feel me? Seeing different shit. And I know that, you know, we could reach a whole bunch of people through our music. So, Chris Casino, Freezer Boys over here, we putting out world music. And I know I heard you use the word pop. But we just want to clarify that pop just means popular. So I'm just making popular music instead of music that's in the can.
Same as other
yeah,
songs.
absolutely. You know what I mean? My career has to go longer than 6 months. You know what I mean? I've been grinding for longer than 6
Yes, you
months.
have.
So they say the time behind you. So if you've been grinding for 20 years or 15 years on the grind, guess what your run gonna be ahead of you? It'll be the same thing. You'll have a 15-year run. You know what I'm saying? 20-year run from all of the stuff that you learned by trial and errors.
Okay.
And if you were to compare yourself to an already established artist, who would that be and why?
Compare myself to? I don't.
Even though you are your own.
I mean, no, I don't.
like,
I mean, your language that you're using is cool. I just don't compare myself to no artist. I'm doing what I'm doing. I like who I like. I like the stuff like that. Pitbull and the Flow Riders when it comes to what I'm doing now. I love what they're doing because they're reaching such a wide audience.
Like you said, finding your own identity.
Right, finding your own lane. I mean, everybody listens to something great in order to be great, you know? So there's nothing wrong with listening to great things to be great. There's nothing wrong with listening to a hit record to make another hit record, or there's nothing wrong with watching, if you're doing camera work or watching somebody who's great and patterning yourself after that. You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. So, who are your major influences in your life?
God, my daughter, my team around me, you know, my immediate family.
Okay. Your daughter, you mentioned your daughter, so what's her name? Can we get a little?
Her name is Zariah. It's my heart. You know?
What do you think your listeners will get from your music?
I think they're gonna say, yo, he's seen some things. And my music, what my music is reflecting, when you see me, it's gonna reflect, okay, yeah, this is what he's doing. You know what I mean? A lot of people are gonna enjoy my music, and some of my music is a little bit controversial. I have some records that are talking about race and different stuff like that, and that's
like
it.
something people could relate to, like
Absolutely.
something,
Yeah.
like you said before. Not like these other artists, like you see they put out anything, just anything. And
Right.
yeah, like they're all the same thing, but yours is just different. Like
Right, the
finding your
sound
own-
is different, the
Yeah.
feeling is different, and my stuff is for the person that understands traveling and understands really partying and having a good time. So that's it.
What about you?
You said what type of what? What's the question?
What type of music? What's your major influences in?
Moguls, you know, people who not only do music but
Right.
transcend that into other businesses, because you know that's what it's all about is being a businessman, being able to employ people from the hood, you know, people who otherwise won't have a shot in corporate America.
Right.
You know, it takes young people, young brothers like us who build our own companies and being able to give people jobs. So definitely all the moguls I'm influenced by.
Okay. So Chris and Brad, what was the process of developing a track?
Wow. We can't get that secret of this. We got our own formula, so I tell you, I got crazy.
Share like
A little bit. Give me the old format that me and you used to do. The old
I mean, yo, I
format.
guess the old formula, I mean, yo, man, just, you gotta just be in the vibe, you gotta be in the zone. It depends on what you're working on. It depends on where your writing standpoint comes from.
You gotta really want it.
Everybody writes and create what they do from a different standpoint. There's no formula. It's just like asking somebody, oh, why do you love her? Or why do you love him? Nah, it's no explanation why you love somebody. You just do. You can't explain love. So if somebody tells you, oh, well, a girl asks you, oh, well, why you love me? And you start breaking down why you love her, then it's BS. Because there's really no explanation for why you love somebody. You just do. I don't have an explanation why I do.
inside of you.
Yeah. It's nothing for me to break down. Don't ask me that. So it's the same thing, like almost like, you know, what we just spoke about. So
Okay.
So what made you want to get into music business?
You know, it was a way for me to express myself. You know, a lot of times we don't have the mediums and the platform to say what we want or be free with what we're saying, and music was definitely an outlet.
Like your, how can I say this?
That's his thing, his talent, his glow. He always had it though. I'm not gonna lie, he always had it. Even when I was younger, he used to just motivate me and tell me, yo, get off the corner, come to my crib, come right.
Yeah, when I saw him on social media, I'm like, I'm like, oh wow, okay, so it all makes sense because he always was a guy that was asking hundreds of questions. He wanted to know. Sometimes he talked to me too much. I'd be like, oh, I gotta go. But so when I seen him doing this, I said, yo, guess what? He's in the right lane, and I'm happy for him because he come from the street. He come from an area where a whole bunch of things is happening that you could even possibly get caught up. And maybe not that he hasn't been there, but he was able to say, yo, look, you know what? I need my life to go that way, and I respect it. And that's why I'm sitting here right now.
Okay. You know? What made you want to get into business, Brad?
Being able to work with people and create something, you know, I'm definitely creative. So being able to work with people who are creative and create something that didn't exist before, that's number one. And definitely being able to be in a position to, you know, give people jobs, even if it's small jobs. That's the main thing is about empowering our communities. And you know, music and entertainment has always been an avenue that we could do that through.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So do you feel like all the effort that you put in your craft is paying off, or
100%? It's always paid off for me because I came out the gate knowing that, you know what, I'm a businessman, and what I'm doing, nobody has to tell me or show me how to make money from it. So I've always made money. Dudes used to be like, oh, what happened? You don't got a record deal? Like, why you ain't on? I'm like, yo, the big picture is I'm already on. I'm already making money from my music. The first time I came out with a CD and someone gave me $10 for a CD, I'm on. I made money. The dollar is indifferent. I tell you, if I'm outside of a Target or I'm in a mall and someone goes in the store and they buy a Jay-Z CD and they come out and they give me $10, that dollar is indifferent. It's the same dollar.
As long as you're making money for what you love.
Right, absolutely. But it's the same
Yes.
dollar. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing the record company does. It's just that independent, I chose to go.
It's like you're starting off somewhere, but you're going to get.
Right, I chose to go to the direct paying market. I don't need you to give it. I know I'm going right to the market that's paying, that's giving the money. And that's what's going on. And, you know, that's how we've been building it up.
What about you, Brad? Same thing?
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
It's you know, it always pays off, and it has to, because it's like, you know, I'm from Flatbush, you know,
Okay.
we're from a nasty neighborhood. It's
From
like,
Church Ave?
actually Linden Boulevard in Flatbush.
Yeah,
They call it the Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Right.
Yeah,
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know, people there, you know, you see people is either dead or, you know, upstate, you know, in the feds. So it's like it pays off, and even if there's days where you feel like, you know, man, you know, I wonder if it's paying off. It gotta pay off. You don't have no other alternative.
Persistence,
where I'm
man.
from.
Yeah, persistence,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So what's the most difficult thing that you had to endure in your life? I'm sorry for my head.
As far as the music business is
Yeah,
concerned,
yeah.
I mean,
In your life in general.
Just general?
Yeah.
just
Like, you know how
just
people...
being me, just being me, just being myself, and also dealing with the politics of this business, because I never came in this, and I didn't start doing music for business, because I didn't know about the business.
Like you said, you did it like as a way for you to express how
Right,
you felt.
I did it because it was what was going on, and it was something that we created, and while we were in poverty, you know what I mean? Like, it was something that it was just an expression that you could just have. It's crazy, but I didn't get into it for the business. So now, not now at this point, because I've been doing business, but when I started seeing the business side of it is when it started being difficult, because there's a lot of politics and this, that, and different emotions that you're dealing with, and certain people don't want to deal with you because of this and because of that. But, you know, it's been rough, and I think the rough times with anybody, whatever you're doing, when you're having the rough times, you're usually learning the most. at that time, so that when you are given the opportunity to do what you want to do, that's big. You already been through all of this just so you could be prepared for that, and then you start looking back at your notes. Okay, all right, this is the same thing I was doing when I was failing, but now I'm in a position I can do it and win, and you can kind of use, both things to propel what you're doing.
Okay. What was your most challenging thing you had to endure pursuing this music career?
Challenging.
The industry.
I think start making popular music was a challenge for me because I didn't come from that.
Right.
I came from the streets. I had to learn and see what it was about. And my producer, the guy who produced my project, his name is Brian Sid. He did Sean Kingston, Brianna, everything. He does all the big pop records. And I hung out with him for a while. For like 6 months, I was going to raves and going to headphone parties where it's not even a DJ, but everyone is just listening to music and headphones. You're listening to whatever you want to listen to. I'm listening to something different. He just started being around the whole movement, and he was just telling me like, yo, listen, this music right here is about a good time, making these people have fun, making them jump up, being free. And I just started grasping what he was saying. I was like, and when I started hearing the music that he was giving me, okay, I said, I know what this needs. And I just took my same rap formula and switched it up and took it to the pop and cleaned it up. And remember, we say pop is popular music, so I think my challenge was crossing over those borders, being comfortable with the music right now, and with what my fans are gonna look and say, yo, we don't know him for that. We know him for this. But
you had me shocked. I don't know you for this.
Right, you don't know me for that, right?
I don't know him for this. What
right.
is he doing?
What am I doing? Right? Right. So no, it's me growing as an artist because I've been there. Like, for instance, you guys are doing what you're doing. In 5 years, you guys still can't stay here in 5 years. No. You guys are gonna graduate and go to something different. So you have to keep changing, like metamorphosis, because the business keeps changing. You don't have to change your style, but you always have to say, okay, I did this last year, so now we gotta take our business to here and grow our business to here and just keep trying. And as you keep doing that, you'll see you guys are growing, you know what I'm saying? And that's just it, and that's what happened with me. I was like, yo, you know what? I'm not gonna stay the same. I don't wanna be with the crabs in the barrel. I'd rather be with the lobsters because they're not really pulling each other down, you know what I mean? They kind of there, the crabs are, you know what I mean? I didn't want it, you know? So, and I want to be in a different money bracket.
You definitely have to develop, and I definitely see the growth in you because I see it as different. I'm shocked at what you're doing, but I understand what you're doing.
Right.
I really do. What you think, Brad? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's definitely growth and development, you know, in this business, and you know, being able to reach a different demographic. It takes a lot of maturity, a lot of building, a lot of growing, and you know, stay tuned. Like you don't see a lot of things coming out of the Chris Casino camp, the Freezer Boy camp. So everybody just gotta stay tuned.
Okay.
So, Kingloop would like to know which artist inspired you to become a rapper.
I think I was just inspired by the culture.
Okay. What do you do when you catch writer's block, Chris?
I hardly ever catch it.
You don't catch it?
He's not an artist.
No, I'm not an artist. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't really catch a writer's block because I don't write every day. I'm too busy. I don't got time to write. On the phone, talking numbers. I don't really have time to write. This thing is just a second nature thing with me. When I'm presented with the opportunity to go record and make a record, when I come out, it's gonna be what it is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Writer's blocks come when you're constantly. I used to be like that, but I don't do it no more because it's just second nature. It's part of what I do, you know.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So how long have you been pursuing your career with who and why?
I mean, I've been working for a minute, you know. Actually pursuing the career, I'm more been chasing the dream, not the career, you know, because careers end. So I was just chasing the dream, you know.
It's what you love, like you said before.
Absolutely.
So what makes you different from the other upcoming artists in Brooklyn, New York, or New York, period?
I mean, I wouldn't say different. I work harder, I think. Well, I know. I work harder, you know. That's it. A lot of artists, you see them, you know, the stuff you see them doing or money they showing, it doesn't come from music.
But like you said,
You know what I'm saying?
They be fire drilling.
They fire drilling 100%. Like you see guys showing money, but yeah, you and they're artists, but yeah, you showing all this money, but that ain't come from music. If I'm on the gram or Biz on the gram showing money, we showing money that we made from music. Like you seen us in the street for years, selling thousands of mixtapes on the street. Definitely one of the first cats in Flatbush in Brooklyn to be on the street with a CD. I inspired my whole neighborhood from the front to the back to come out independently and sell their own music because I was the first one that was doing it.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. All down Westminster.
And then you still got some artists, they still won't do it. But then you got some dudes that seem like, yo, you know, boy, he's successful. He in the Benz, driving off that. He doing this, he doing that. And you know.
but you worked hard for that.
Yeah,
100%.
That Benz came hard work. I remember when he ain't had a Benz.
Yeah, I'm about was walking. You know, Malik, I'm from the hood. I'm from the same set. But you know, that Malik is from, you know, just in life, different people apply themselves different. And, you know, that's all it is. Nobody is better than nobody. Wendy's not better than you. Whoever she's filming, nobody. You know, Spike Lee's not better than her. He just applied himself.
You see the young Spike Lee though, that's the crazy
Right,
thing.
absolutely. But guess what? You have to apply yourself. You have to say, yo, I'm willing to work. People think that Diddy had them kids doing that cheese walk to Brooklyn just because he wanted to be a jerk. No, he was trying to teach them discipline. He wanted them to be hungry. He didn't want to say, yo, I just gave you guys this. Nah, let me see how humble you can make yourself. Walk to Brooklyn, do the cheesecake thing. Yeah, he did that because he know they had no experience. He know they didn't pay any dues. You know, normally the guy in the neighborhood who comes through flossing and nobody knows where he came from, they usually rob him because nobody's seen his work. Right. But a guy see Malik come in the hood with a Bentley and they're like, oh, I know Malik used to do this. I remember him from this stage. So they understand where you came from. They see your process.
Definitely.
You understand?
On another note, you know, family is real close. How your brother doing though?
My brother's good. Thank God, everybody's healthy.
You know, shout him out. You can shout him out a little
Yo,
bit.
shout out Willie Beeman, man. What up? Shout out my whole family. Shout out Bugsy. Shout out Hoodrich. Shout out my early Freezer Boy team. Shout out everybody, man. Shout out Brooklyn. Shout out everybody that's doing something. How about that?
Word up.
So what advice would you like to give to your generation?
I mean, I would just like to say work hard, man. Stay focused. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. You could do it. You are your own business. You are your own product. You have to be able to sell yourself before somebody can sell you. So
I like that. I definitely like that. Why do you think the word bitch, hoe, smut, and things like that is more popular spitting in this rap game?
I mean, you know, everybody have their choice of words, you know. I mean, I don't use it. It's not something that I use fluently, and my music doesn't portray bitch, slut, or...
You know, 'cause from what I'm looking at, like, I'm seeing too many girls tip drilling and all this other crazy twerking. Like, that's like crazy.
That's just what's going on, man. You know, in America, it's two things: it's crime or sex. You gotta choose one. Which one you gonna be? You know what I mean? Those are the only two things that sell.
It's like that Bizzy.
Yes, I mean that's just the way it is.
Crime or sex, man. It's always been like that.
People, you know, like, you know, that's a good point because I mean, a lot of people try to, you know, put that on the rappers sometimes, but you know, they just going off of what they see in society, and that's what society portrays as bitches, sluts, hoes, and you know, so that's not a rap music thing. That's a problem in society.
So, yeah, it's a society thing.
Yeah.
So if we were to find you on social media,
I am Chris Casino on Instagram. I am Chris Casino on Twitter, Facebook. I am Chris Casino. Follow my team, Chris Casino, at Team Chris Casino, at Freezer Boy Music, at DJ Snap NYC, at Brad Bizzy Regime.
Okay. If we had a fundraiser or social gathering for the students or off campus, would you show up and do your thing or a fundraiser to donate?
100%. If y'all did a show here, I will come and show y'all love, man. So, I mean, you know, I'll get paid for what I do, but, you know, to give back to the school, if y'all setting up an event here, guess what? I'm coming to perform for y'all. I'm going to give y'all 3 good records. We're going to turn up and we're going to make it good, man. And guess what, man? Y'all on the come up and y'all doing what y'all doing, and y'all keep doing what y'all doing, and keep making the avenue for the independent artists, because this is the new wave right here.
Yes, sir.
Exactly what you guys are doing. So you guys are like IBM and Apple they all started from somewhere. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? They all started from just like this. Now, next thing you know, you guys might be somewhere else doing something else, and y'all gonna remember, yo, Chris Casino came through and showed us love. Let's get him in. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is, man. And we just give it back.
You actually showed me the game. Like, the game of rapping was hard for me, and it's still a little hard for me, but seeing what you're doing, I can definitely become that rapper or that entertainer, not just the rapper.
Whatever you want to do. And I think what you're doing, I know what you're doing now. I think this is a great lane for you. Great. And I told you, like I said earlier, when I seen what you were doing, I said, that's where Malik's supposed to be. You came in, I don't know, however you done it, whatever the energies or powers that was that brought you to this point right here is what you supposed to be doing, or you wouldn't be here. This is what you're supposed to be doing. So you have to see how you're gonna take this to the next level.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you too. And the young lady that's filming and everybody here, whatever you're doing, nothing is by chance. Everything happens just by faith, and it's supposed to be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that was it. I was supposed to get here late. I didn't want to come late, but we got here late, and this is what time this was supposed to take place. You know?
What about you? Where can we find you on social media?
Instagram, Brad Bizzy Regime. You can hit me on Bizzy Regime.
Check out
Twitter.
the web series too. Check out his web
Yeah,
series.
you can check out my web series. Come out next Saturday called Respect to Come Out. It's gonna be all over YouTube. You can check the trailer out. You can check me on Facebook, Brad Bizzy. Yeah, just hit me up. I'm here.
Okay. Any closing thoughts?
Anything you want to tell your fans or Kingsloop?
Yo, Kings, man, thanks for having us here. I am Chris Casino. I'm here with Brad Pitt. We in the building. Part of that Freezer Boy team. Shout out Cali Rowe Martin, Warner Brothers. Shout out all my Freezer Boys. Shout out the next artist that's gonna come from my camp. I don't want to make it too hot, but it's Pool Propane. Fire. He's coming from my camp. It is what it is, man. We just gonna say peace. We out. We on to the next spot. Thanks for having us. Have us back again when y'all do an event. Let me know. I'm coming out.
Your
Show
birthday
love.
bash is today too, right?
Yeah, it's not even
Yeah.
my birthday is not until the 13th of this month, but
Okay.
they're doing a bash for me tonight at Club Taj with 105.1, DJ Will, DJ Snap, Union, everybody gonna be in there, Ja Rule. It's gonna be crazy, you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna go through there and show some love. You know,
Okay.
that's it.
Y'all didn't know he was on Ja Rule's album one time, you know what I'm saying?
Haha, you already
Y'all
know.
didn't know that. That was something back then, but thanks Kingsborough, Honest Club, Student Publication, you know we here. It's been definitely a loopy situation with the King, Malik, and the Queen. You know the King, Brad, Bizzy, and the King.
Chris Casino, I'm in the building. Thanks for having us again.
You already know, hashtag so loopy, man. Follow the boys, follow the Kings, man. Follow us. Thanks Brianna, thanks Larry, thanks the homie in the cut. Thank you, man. Later, y'all.
The way that she moving her body up and down to the bass and the treble on the floor, and she know that she the hottest chick in the club, and she know how to flirt everywhere that